Hello and welcome! I wonder traded 30 shinies in Pokemon Legends ZA. Pokemon Legends ZA is known for its ease of shiny hunting. One common thing when hunting, however, is duplicate shinies. If you hunt for something like a shiny Fennekin, you're probably going to end up with some other shinies first. Annoyingly, I saw shiny Fennekin in 10 minutes, but failed to catch it as I didn't realise benches didn't activate autosave. I thought they did since fast travel does, but I guess not. So then I did end up with a bunch of repeat shiny Swablu and Vagon, like how I imagine most people did when they hunted this fox. Fuck actual fox hunting and fox hunters though. Wonder trading was a feature introduced in Gen 6 of Pokemon, Pokemon X and Y. You trade a Pokemon and receive a random Pokemon back. It's a cool feature. You could get traded a Ditto from another country, which is the main reason I used it, but the Pokemon community also came up with Wonder Locks, which is just a Nuzlocke but with an even more random element by incorporating Wonder Trading. Pokemon Legends ZA doesn't have an actual Wonder Trade mode. It isn't a very multiplayer heavy game in general, so I'm not shocked. In comes the Pokemon community, and specifically in this case, NoraInTheFuture. A way you can trade in this game is with link codes. Link codes are great for trade evos, which frankly I hate being a thing in this after Legends Arceus gave us the link cable item, but still, people putting together a system to trade Pokemon for a Pokemon so people can actually complete their decks is great. NoraInTheFuture took this concept and applied it to Wonder Trade, specifically for shinies. If you want to receive a random shiny in return for a random shiny, there's a code you can enter which I'll be showing on the screen now. So I thought, hey, I have a lot of duplicate shinies, and this sounds like something I could drain the creativity and whimsy from to make a YouTube video out of. I wouldn't do this without making a video on it because even though I have a lot of duplicate shinies, I do like having my trainer name on my Pokemon. That said, I promise I'll try not to treat your shinies like how a shitty dad treats his adopted child, compared to how greatly he treats his biological one. I also did these trades before the DLC came out, so keep that in mind. But with all that said, let's check out the Pokemon I traded and what I got in return. Roserade for shiny Alpha Ampharos. I have to guess that someone was hunting for a shiny Froakie and kept getting the Alpha Ampharos that spawns next to it for them to be willing to trade a shiny Alpha, or otherwise known as Shalfa. Then Scrafty for Litleo, Dragalge for Phalanx, Squirtle for shiny Alpha Tepig. Absolutely insane to me I received this. This was before the DLC, so getting shiny starters was only possible in Zone 20, the fire starters in particular being notorious for being some of the hardest shinies to get in the game, and the shiny alphas for them even more so. This person was very generous, so thank you very much. I'm kinda sorry my Squirtle wasn't alpha in return for you. Scrafty for Fletchling, Dragalge for Vivillon, Lucario for Camerupt, Scrafty for Snover, Diggersby for Patrat. Worth noting here that you do see what the other person is offering before you actually confirm the trade. Diggersby was not popular. Most people disconnected if I clicked on one of my spares. Similar with Roserades, Malamars and Dragalges. People did not want the Zone 20 shinies. That said, Roserade for Beldum, Garbodor for Bellsprout, Aggron for Mareep, Aggron for Alpha Absol, Lucario for Alpha Avalugg. This person I think specified they wanted a Lucario by hovering over it I think, so I just clicked on one of mine and got an Alpha back. Pretty cool. Scrafty for Alpha Ampharos, another Shalfa Ampharos. People must have really wanted a shiny Froakie, which, to be fair, I got one too, but I got lucky with my Froakie in getting it quite fast. Out of the Kalos starters, it was easily Chespin that caused me the most trouble, by a mile. Dragalge for Houndoom, Scrafty for Greninja, Garbodor for Litleo, Gardevoir for Aron, Aggron for Malamar, Gardevoir for Pyro, Aggron for Gogoat, Dragalge for Malamar, Scrafty for Beldum, Roserade for Meowstic, Roserade for Stunfisk, Roserade for Pidgey, Diggersby for Bellsprout, Diggersby for Trubbish, and then traded Roserade and got one of my own Diggersby back, and then I traded that again for Phalanx. I was not keeping that rabbit. That's the 30 or technically 31 trades I did, since I had to trade that Diggersby twice. The first half of the trades I definitely got better Pokemon in return for what I sent, but I think it's pretty cool people were willing to trade their shinies at all. The birds like Pidgey and Fletchling are just shinies you're bound to find if you play enough of the game, similar with Litleo and Pyro, but I expected to see more of those Pokemon because of how common they are. and it's cool they were only a small amount of the Pokemon I received. NoraInTheFuture has no idea I'm making this video or who I am, but I want to say thank you to her for setting up this cool Wonder Trade system. It's a nice thing to give to the community that she really didn't have to do. I would like to do more shiny related videos in the future, not fully sure what that entails, but yeah. Please consider liking the video, subscribing, commenting, using hype points, or sharing. It all really helps out my channel a lot, especially since my channel's tiny. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye I guess.